All right, welcome to this lesson on Unforgettable. Let me start with the introduction here first. Real nice sound. Let me play it for you. So, oops, sorry. We're into the song there. It's these real nice closed voicings, right, with that diminished approach as well. Okay? So how I'm looking at this is I'm thinking of this as the F is left out, right? But I'm really thinking of this as an F6 chord, right, or F major 7, right? So, and again, see how it goes F, right? And then here's your diminished. Okay? You can also think of this as C, right? So C, G, C. Okay? But anyway, I'm thinking of this more as an F chord. And then it goes to that. I'm also actually thinking F, G, F, and then G. Right? So here I'm thinking like that G. And then I go back to the F. Right? Back to G. And then B flat, G, C, okay? But anyway, you don't really have to worry too much about that underlying harmony, all right? Really what's happening is we're really just harmonizing. Okay? We're basically harmonizing those notes using those closed voicings. So when doing this, I could do the F6. I did this one instead because I like that sound better. That's what I was hearing. And then the other thing too is, this is actually a good point here. If I were to do the basic, let's see, how can I do this? How can I show this to you? All right, so if I have that basic diminished approach, so you see what happens when I'm playing? I'm going to play F6, right? Coming down. Right? So there's that diminished approach coming down. If you don't understand what I'm talking about when I say diminished approach, excuse me, I have a good lesson in the Willie Answers on diminished harmony. Actually, I'm not sure if it's in Willie Answers, but take a search for diminished harmony. So what I'm doing is I'm basically coming right on down my scale. I add in that flat 6, like a bebop scale. And then there's an F6 chord, diminished chord, C diminished, F6, C diminished, F6. But anyway, look at the notes I had, right? Those are not going to work with that F6, right? Because see how it's the same sound? It's F6 to F6. So instead, I'm thinking this is going to work real nice with C. You know, so C, G, C. But I'm really not thinking of this as a C chord, okay? I know it's a little bit confusing, but that's why I wouldn't worry so much about what that harmony is there. Basically, I'm just harmonizing those notes. Now, what's really cool is though you could do this C pedal underneath. So you see how I did that? A double chromatic, down to the octave. So you can do, and kind of let it sit there for a second. And then, you're into the song. So let me do it nice and slow just so you get all of these notes. So and then we have the diminished. Down in the B flat, to the G. See G minor. Okay. So the underlying harmony that I'm thinking here is once we get down to there, what am I doing here? Yeah, I'm probably thinking it still is definitely B flat there, B flat major, G minor, then to a C. Okay. So I'm thinking like that 2-5 going right to that F sound there. All right. But anyway, like I said, don't get all hung up on the harmony there, because it's really not super critical for this introduction. It's more of a sound that's going on. So this, if you want to like really work on that sound, this is really good. Getting that do, re, mi, right, the first 3 notes of any scale, and just really kind of like getting. See how I'm like B flat, diminished. So you could do this on any scale. If I'm on E flat, it's a real good sound to get down, especially those first 3 notes, because you utilize those first 3 notes of the scale quite a bit, right? You can also do it with like the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. So see? And now even though we might be in F and we might be thinking in F chord, I'm still thinking C here. See how it still works? And so that's kind of the cool thing about that diminished stuff. All right, so anyway, let me go back through again, play it for you, make sure you get it nice and slowly here. Make sure you have all those notes. Sorry. It's the first measure. Second measure, so it's the diminished, major, diminished. Third measure is major, diminished, major, diminished, major, diminished. Fourth measure, B flat, diminished, major, and G minor. It's a little bit low there, but it just works. Okay, so I'll get into the A section, once we go to the next chapter. All right. So work on that introduction. Try and get it nice and smooth. The main thing is make it relax. See how I also do that double chromatic, getting into that bottom note there in the second measure? All right, so. You can also try it up an octave as well, see how that sounds. Sorry, let me do that again. Yeah. And there we go. That's, again, I mean, I kind of like that sound up an octave as well. That's kind of cool. All right, so you can try it up an octave as well. It's kind of a neat sound. All right, so anyway, have fun with that. See you in the next chapter.